see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Bengals and the Texans on Thursday night.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Webster now to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area.
Here we go.
Probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second.
Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
1-1, right?
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Rolling to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Touchdown! T. Higgins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. It's a room to maneuver. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webster. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Burrow on play action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll look to throw again. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Logan Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taken in at the 3.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's got room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Execute a screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
2nd and 3. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to throw again.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First down. Here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Second and 4. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Top line, ready?
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the Viz. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
22 yards there, a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind them.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Well, Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. This ball caught by Mechie. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he's got Jordan complete right side. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second down and goal. Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2, and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Cincinnati. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
1-1, right?
Here's Burrow.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Burrow on play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Here we go. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go again with Pierce. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans will add to their fourth quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 9. A minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave...
Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game was ruined all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the border. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.